Kia ora Star Wars fans, no mai haere mai and welcome to middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. In this episode I'm going to be talking about the sequel trilogy. Look, and I know that the sequel trilogy isn't everybody's cup of tea. You like whatever Star Wars you want to like. I love it, to be honest. I love all Star Wars. There were some things about it I didn't really like, but hey, it's all good. Hey, I'm doing this one instead of the original trilogy, which should be next on the order of the way I'm doing my videos, for a couple of reasons. One is the original trilogy is going to take 3 separate videos, one for each of the movies, just because there's so much stuff there. And the second reason is last weekend I caught up with my friend, fellow collector and subscriber Torsten. We did some figure trades and he very generously chucked in a whole bunch of extra sequel trilogy troopers. So anyway, even if you're not a big sequel trilogy fan, I hope you liked the video. Have a look at it, have a look at the Star Wars stuff, and may the Force be with you. Just wanted to do a massive shout out to my very good friend Torsten. Thank you so much, buddy. We caught up recently, we did a bit of a trade on a couple of carded figures, but man oh man, so generous, he threw in a whole bunch of extras for me, so thank you so much, pal. So we got a first order Stormtrooper, Snowtrooper, sorry, there. Carded. We've got a Phase 1 Clone Trooper from the Mission series of 5 POA, but he'll look fantastic in the background there. And then, wow, just gave me a pile of these First Order Stormtroopers to set up in my army. So thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate that. We've got a battle droid there, a B1 battle droid. And the carded figures, a Sith Trooper and a First Order Stormtrooper. So thank you so much, pal. Really appreciate that, and I'll make sure it's set up all nice in my First Order army. So really appreciate that. Cheers. Okay, so in this cabinet we have every single Vintage Collection sequel trilogy figure they ever made, which sadly is not that many. Here's Rey and Kylo Ren. Both of these are repacks from the Black Series 3.75 line. So is the First Order Stormtrooper and Captain Phasma. And then already we're up to the second movie of the trilogy. So we got Island Journey Rey, which I believe is turning up everywhere at the moment in the States, but was really hard to get here. We've got Grumpy Old Man Luke, and we've got the Praetorian Guard, which looks fantastic, and then the peg warmer of all peg warmers, Snoke. Down here we've got just the last one from The Last Jedi, and that's Force Projection Luke Skywalker from Crate. That's a really hard to get one now. And this Rey from Rise of Skywalker is pretty cool. If I zoom in on this one, she has a bit of a dodgy face. I don't know if you can tell. And the Sith Troopers, the Sith Jet Trooper, and then the Sith Trooper. I do not have the build-up pack, that's the only one I don't have. It was an Amazon exclusive. Sorry, Bliss. Poe Dameron in his pilot suit, another Black Series repack. And the Singular Knight of Ren with the big axe. I've got a little 5 POA scene there of the end of The Force Awakens. Some little porgs in there. And down here we have some First Order Executioners. Let me just lower the camera a little bit. There we go. Captain Phasma, Kylo Ren. Some background aliens, and there's Mary Poppins, Princess Leia. Yeah, I think one of the most frustrating things for me about the Force Awakens was that it signalled that the Black Series was Hasbro's collector line, and they went full on 5 POA for all the rest of the lines. Down here I've got the Poe Dameron X-Wing. It's not the Vintage Collection one, unfortunately. Pretty hard to get over here. Got a couple of pilots. I've got to Ponda Baba headed custom there. And the A-Wing. This thing here actually was from a United Airlines business class pack that my neighbours gave to me. And then I've got the Snoke throne room scene. He's not cut in half yet. There. In the movie he is. I might get another Snoke. You can still just rock up and buy him and cut him in half for that scene. And this Rey and Kylo Ren are customs because they only had 5 POA versions of these at the time. Here's another little scene from Force Awakens. This is from Takodana. I've got a couple of Stormtroopers there. We've got Han, Chewie and Finn. Just a bit of debris, and that's supposed to be the storm in the background where the X-Wings fly out of to save the day. In terms of vehicles, I thought this Kylo Ren TIE Silencer was actually pretty cool, the Force Link one. Pretty solid sort of a vehicle. Not bad. How could I forget the First Order TIE Fighter? Like, so much potential, but then they made the wings out of rubbery plastic. And then they made a hideous 6-inch version. But anyway, that one's pretty cool. Plenty of other bits and pieces from the sequel trilogy there. I actually have a full Kylo Ren costume. Big fan of Kylo Ren. There's one of those metal figures from the Disney store and some other bits and pieces. You could even get Kylo Ren on a box of Band-Aids. Some kind of random stuff there. Here's a First Order Stormtrooper Standee. It's not quite full size, but it's pretty cool. And I've got it in there in front of my Death Star wall that I just also want to mention Galaxy's Edge because that's set in the sequel trilogy era. Got a full bottle of Coke there, the hat, Ondo, and we've got our original tickets from when we went. Really lucky to get to Galaxy's Edge the first week it was open. Absolutely loved it. Okay, and here's my favourite bit. This is my First Order army. And thanks again to Torsten for a few extras last weekend. So got plenty of those Stormtroopers. Mixture of Vintage Collection and 5 POA. Oh, thanks Randy for that Captain Phasma you bought me from the States. Cheers, mate. Few more troopers, some flame troopers, and then my Last Order army, which with all my Sith troopers. I love the crimson of these guys. I think the detail is great. I would have liked to have seen more of them in the movie, but they are pretty cool. And so there's my army. Top of my vintage collection wish list, apart from all the figures and characters that are missing, is actually a First Order landing craft. They saw action in The Force Awakens, and the Sith Troopers came out of them in Rise of Skywalker, so I think that would be a fantastic vehicle to add to the vintage collection, apart from all those missing main characters. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope that was okay. May the Force be with you, and ka kite.